gently hold them. Like just
Yes,
like a little like a
here you go,
like a new
baby
chick.
bird.
Yeah, like a new chick. Exactly. Well, just so that they know that they're loved and cared for.
That's
You
so
know?
sweet, Corinne.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Guys We
Hello, fuckers. How you doing? Where you been? Drink some water. Welcome to another episode of Guys We Fucked.
It's the Anti-Slut Shaming Podcast. I'm Corinne Fisher.
I'm Krystyna Hutchinson.
Welcome to the show. If you want to email us, it's SorryAboutLastNightShow@gmail.com.
Today's subject line, how Cosmo Magazine of you. Tips for a ball-free blowjob?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, to incorporate the balls, you got to put effort into it.
Yeah,
So
you have to go out of
that's-
your way to cup them or lick them.
or like just flick them or
kind
don't flick them, I guess.
jiggle them around.
Yeah, at this point, whatever.
With the balls, I'm always just like, is this good?
Hi, Corinne, Krystyna, and Eric. My boyfriend had testicular torsion when he was in college over a decade ago, so everything is healed, but he doesn't like his balls handled.
Oh, no.
I love the way you say handled. Sex with him is otherwise really great. All the machinery is fine if Eric is still worried. I
Okay.
don't think he cares, but okay.
Well,
Was there some, you had a testicular.
No, I thought
He
I
thought
had
he
a
had this.
testicular torsion scare.
Okay. I was like, wow, this listener.
AKA not testicular torsion.
No, I just burst a blood vessel in my testicle.
Also, I like how she like points out, she's like, sex is still fine. Yeah, I like someone could be completely missing their balls and I wouldn't even really probably notice
No,
until
me either.
someone pointed it out.
Yeah,
Really
because you
more
really got to
efficient.
get down under to see him, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, Australia. I haven't asked him about it directly, but he sort of flinches if I squeeze them at all. I mean, that makes sense. So I've gotten the hint. After hearing about Eric's experience or non-experience, I imagine the sensitivity might be related to the old injury.
An old testes injury.
Any thoughts? Testes is such a weird word. Any thoughts on giving an interesting hand/blowjob without involving the balls too much? Playing with them has always been my go-to, in past relationships, but now it's pretty much off the table. Thank you so much. Well, everybody's different. Lube, spit, whatever. And you just do it with your hands, depending on how big it is. You can do the twisting motion. You could do there's so much. Watch porn.
You're trying to reinvent the wheel, lady.
Just don't touch his balls.
The fact that you wrote us an email saying, you know what? I know you're putting too much thought into this because you shouldn't be like, you're trying to make it too interesting. You're like trying to put raisins in the potato salad. Okay.
Oh,
the potato
raisins.
salad is perfect.
Don't do that.
You don't need to put raisins in it. All right.
No.
You just how about you just master a simple blowjob?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we're doing little extra things, you probably haven't mastered the main part, okay? Which is keeping it as wet and deep in your mouth as possible, and that's what you want to do. And like if you have to take it out and do tricks with it, you're not doing a good job, okay?
It's not a parrot, you know.
Dude wants it far in your mouth, as far as you can go. Yeah,
And then go,
keeping it wet. Let's keep it wet. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, don't barf.
Okay?
Don't barf.
All
Don't
right,
pull
we don't
a me.
need to take it out and do a little fucking baton twirl with it.
But how cool would
That's
that be?
wasting everyone's time.
Treat it like a microphone. Is this thing on?
Eric, thoughts as the only penis haver here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't touch the ball. I don't like my balls touched.
What? Really?
No, it's too much. It's too much. It's
Yeah.
too.
What does it feel like when someone touches your balls? Like, can you explain the sensation to something that would be relatable to us?
Like if there's like a yank on them, like
Ooh,
a pull,
yank.
like a pull.
Okay.
Yank's not
It's
hot.
kind of. It's like the inverse of getting poked in the eye.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
I'll never touch balls again.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's because there's not a lot
Poked in
supporting
the
them.
eye.
But but do you like them like cupped ever? Like just like a gentle.
cupping-
What about in the mouth?
The last thing I want is the balls getting sucked on.
Oh, I gently hold them. Like just
Yes,
like a
a
little
cupping
like a
is-
here
you
a
are.
little like a new
baby
chick.
bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a new chick. Exactly.
Well, you can't. That's the only way to cup.
I just kind of
Yeah.
gently,
and you're like, wow, I have.
just so that they know that they're loved and cared for.
That's
You
so
know?
sweet, Corinne.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, the cup or like the like gentle stroking, like it's a puppy.
Of the balls.
Yeah.
Oh, like
with
it's
the
a
finger,
puppy.
with a finger.
Yes, but keep it. Make
Gosh.
sure that they're closer. Like they should be closer. Don't ever pull them further away.
So
from
you
the
want to
body.
lift them? Yeah, because I lift them towards the body.
Bring
Yeah,
them
like
towards the
maybe
body.
give you a little lift.
Yeah, it's kind of
Helping
like
you out.
Yeah, I'm like, it's kind of like when the
hand
massage
bra.
therapist
Yeah.
holds your head up for you
Oh, I
as
love that.
if she's massaging your
Like
neck.
super gentle.
Yeah, that's what I do to the balls. I just go, I'm just
Give 'em a
gonna
break.
I'm gonna give you a little day off. This is your lunch break right
Give
now.
the balls a break.
Every man just wants to be supported.
Wait, do you prefer a blowjob with cupping or a blowjob without cupping, Eric?
Occasional cupping.
Occasional.
Occasional
Okay, so it's a little
cupping.
treat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Like a
just here and
holiday.
there. If it's too much, then I'll come too fast.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's just bringing the
Sensations.
yes.
Oh, so
Okay.
this is a way to get
Wait,
out of
this-
it.
Yes. Yeah. If you, I don't know if it's
Thanks for that tip you didn't mean to give us, Eric.
Nice.
Jeez, the amount of times I've looked at my watch.
Oh my God, that's
boy.
so funny.
Okay, well, there you go, listener. Just, I can't imagine. I mean, a testicular torsion, I don't know if cupping could very well not be good. But it's just so gentle that you can try it. But also, you could ask them,
Yeah.
how do you like to be touched? We're not supposed to guess every single thing that the other person wants because that's impossible.
Yeah.
I'd like to think it is possible, but it's not possible.
Yeah, imagine if you went to Subway sandwiches and they were like, "What do you want on your sandwich?" And you were like, "Guess
Guess it. You're not going to get what you want. They're going to put ham
No
on
one
that.
likes guessing. I was watching this astrologer that I like, and she was like listing the things that she hates most about her job, and one of them was when people go up to her and say, "Guess what sign I am."
Oh, yeah.
No one likes
guessing. No one likes it.
Keep it wet, keep it moving.
And speaking of that, listen to my solo podcast, The Voices in Our Heads. It's out every single Monday on Slickback Studios with a guy who's, I don't know how big his balls are, but I know his hog's huge. Mikey Coscarelli is the second mic. And sign up for my Patreon. It's been growing and it's really beautiful. I have to put time limits now on people just so that we can hear from everybody. And it makes me cry every time we get done because we really talk about like some intense shit.
If you want to see Krystyna cry, do you have $5?
It's 22 actually. I raised my rate.
Oh, there's not tears anymore?
There's tiers. There's a $5 just here to listen tier, which you could very well sign up for. But to actually participate and talk and stuff, you have to. It's a higher level. But it's a really cool space, and there's a lot of guys on there, which I really love. And one of them I convinced to get a deck of tarot cards, and he's like, and he did. And then he had a story to tell, and I was like, he was saying he was so glad that I said that, and I was like, well, goddamn.
Wait,
Well, goddamn.
was that like your prescription for something that was going on in his life?
No. God, I would never do that. Jesus. But he was explaining something about himself, and I'm like, oh, you are like kind of spiritual,
I see.
And so we were just discussing certain situations in his life, and I was like, this might sound crazy, and I always say this at the top of these Zooms: if it doesn't resonate with you, throw it in the garbage. If it's take everything what I say with a grain of salt. I don't know you, you know you. I don't know what's best for you, but sometimes I have really good ideas, and in these Zooms, I have proven to be pretty spot on. And
Problem is most people don't know themselves though, Krystyna.
it's what I'm realizing.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's the issue.
I just got to know myself, so it's all right. I'm happy to help, guys. So sign up, patreon.com/Krystyna Hutchinson.
And if you want to get acquainted with the news, the world around you, life, war, peace, women's health care, which they are slowly trying to take away. I do now do a Handmaid's Tale portion of Without a Country where I do wear the hat and I let them know
That's hilarious.
what rights have been revoked this week.
Cool.
Because again, this is not an attack on if you're a Christian, but there are conservative Christian groups, and this is not a conspiracy theory. This is factual. This is journalist reported. There are conservative Christian groups who have plans, really well thought out, organized plans to take healthcare and rights and bodily autonomy away from women as far as reproductive healthcare goes, and it's scary. I mean, there's thoughts of now they're going for IVF, and they're trying to say that the embryos that you have frozen are actual human beings, and so now you could be They want you to be
You're a
able to be
murderer.
charged with murder. Yeah,
And
for
this is-
basically not using these embryos.
Is your theory on the reasoning why? Because human behavior really fascinates me, and this one in particular. Is it
Yeah.
just to control? Are they scared of something? Like, what's happening?
I think it's control, and I also think it's an overcorrection to this new wave of feminism where many women are choosing to be childless. Because when you're a child, like if word spreads that being
How fun this
childless is a viable option, then it makes men, or in their minds, it makes men obsolete, right? So like, I feel like they think men are much more necessary in a family structure when you're having kids, and it also keeps women away from the workplace when you're, and get out of my hair, go raise the children kind of a thing.
Right.
So that's a big part of it. I mean, I think there are people who definitely like in their hearts believe that it is murder, and those people I honestly like, they bother me less though, because at least
because they believe something.
yeah, they're passionate, and imagine if you really think this is murder.
Exactly. Yeah,
then
yeah.
oh yeah, it almost would be wild for you not to have a huge response to it and to try and stop it. But I don't think most people genuinely believe that who are fighting against it, especially not the guys who are fucking knocking up women secretly right and left who aren't their wives.
I can't wait for them to go to the other side and realize they were wrong.
Yeah, I would like them to call me crazy. I like them to figure it out on this side.
It would be preferred.
But if you're interested in stuff like that, a lot of animal rights, a lot of Trump Biden, but not too much Trump Biden. It's more stuff that you probably don't know but should know.
Like last week tonight.
But yeah, that's Without a Country podcast, and we now live stream on YouTube every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for that. Everything's free and it's fun. And follow us on social media. I'm at Philanthropy Gal.
I'm at Krystyna Hutch.
Eric.
I'm at Eric Freddy.
Together we are guys we fucked without the you in fucked. So there's an interesting, speaking of women and babies, a Time article, but then when I further researched it, these studies have been around for not that long, but I was a really quick Google was like 2014, 2016. So I'm like, oh wow, I guess I haven't heard of this, or if I did, it went in one ear and out the other. This article from Time, older mothers tend to live longer, studies find. Waiting a few years to start your family may give you some unexpected benefits, according to a new study. That's if you like being around and you like planet Earth. Women who are able to give birth after the age of 33 tend to live longer than those who stopped. Yeah.
That was a sting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like 50?
Yeah. Having children. Well, they'll get there. The age of 33 tend to live longer than those who stopped having children before age 30, according to a study from Boston University School of Medicine. Of course, this does not mean women should wait to have children at older ages in order to improve their own chances of living longer. The study's co-author, Thomas Pearls, a professor of medicine at BU, said, the age at last childbirth can be a rate of aging indicator. The natural ability to have a child at an older age likely indicates that a woman's reproductive system is aging slowly, therefore so is the rest of her body. The study published in the journal Menopause did not prove causation, but it did find that women who gave birth after age 33 had twice the odds of living to age 95 or older than those who had their last child by 29.
That's sick.
Yeah. Let me see anything else. More research is still needed. Boopity poop. But yeah, it just went over these age brackets. And then, I mean, there was a couple studies that I had, but one of them was like, yeah, if you give birth after the age of 45, you're going to live to like 98. I'm like, whoa. That obviously is also, there's a correlation of being able to get pregnant at that age. You got a strong body.
Yeah.
Your body's a tank.
It more so seems like it's like an indicator then, because I can't imagine that the first of all, the bodily trauma and the stress of parenting don't,
well, that's what surprised me.
Yeah, don't take you down. So it feels to me, based on like it's the research, what they're really saying is like, it's more just like it's letting you know that you have that you're aging slowly if your body's even able to do that.
Right.
More so than the child is making you live longer.
Right. I just assumed that having a baby after 40 just does a number on your body so much that you're gonna live to like 65, 70. I don't know.
Well, they didn't say. There's no research on how fuckable that lady is.
Oh, she's not fuckable, Corinne. Come on.
Yeah, the bouncing back. Like when I see, like even like my friend was like 30, she just had a baby a year ago. And I'm like, this bitch bounced back immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for her.
And like she's like a really naturally thin person, and I go because I always take a gander at people's bodies because not like as a judgment thing, as a
curiosity.
Are they lying to us?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, is
what?
society lying to us?
Oh,
because I have like some women have like said like with horror in their eyes, like they don't tell you what it does to your body,
right?
And I've never forgotten those truths those women tell. Like, if a woman looks you in the eyes with horror, whether it's about a man she dated or whatever, you must
don't even need
believe
words.
That woman.
Yeah.
And so I take when these women say this to me, I take it very seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
And just enough women have said it to me, and that it's shook me.
Yeah, and me too. And it's not even the things they say. It is the look in their eyes.
It's the look in their
They're
eyes.
like, I don't even have to see what happened, or you don't even have to tell me what happened. I already know.
Yeah, they
'Cause
just
the
like
way you're
look
looking at me.
and they go, you just look in the mirror and you
regret.
don't even notice yourself.
It's a lot of regret.
You don't even see the same woman that you used to be. That's terrifying.
Terrible.
And I love horror movies.
But it's good to be talking about this kind of thing because I'm like, I love me a heads up, man. If I do have a baby au natural, I would love to adopt. But if I do have a baby from my body, I want to know that that's a thing that could happen so I could really make sure it doesn't.
I'm going to have to put blankets over all the mirrors in my house like I'm sitting Shiva for the
for your
fucking
old
stomach
pussy?
I used to have. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Women should sit Shiva for their old bodies.
Rough.
That's really funny.
Rough.
How are you doing?
Oh, man. I'm good. What did I do? I just had a little dead dad brunch yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well,
How was it?
I just know. I know basically everything in life. Like, I feel like we do a lot of things in life where we wait for things to like get better, or we will like wait for people to come to us. Like, I feel like New Year's, like we wait for like it to be good. You must. What I've learned in life is you must plan things. If you want something to go well, you actually have to plan it. Don't wait for something magical to happen because it will never happen.
Are you sure, Corinne?
Something magical will
You're
never
right.
and has never happened that I didn't like stir the pot a little bit ahead of time. Yeah, so I just made a plan to have brunch with someone, my friend who's both his parents are dead, so I guess
he wins.
He went up to me on that. But yeah, and then it was just much better.
Yeah.
And then I called him dad a couple times, and that made me laugh. He's not that much older than me, but old enough that if he could have been my teen parent, like he could have had me when he was 16, like
Right.
you know. So
Hot.
it made me laugh. I don't think that he liked that part.
Oh, come on. That's hilarious.
But I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, I think because otherwise you just go sit around and then you'll be sad all day.
Yeah,
it's
I
not like
can't do
Father's Day is not particularly tricky for me, but June overall is just shrouded in death.
Yeah.
And there's something that about death in the summer that makes it worse.
Well, because it's so humid out.
Just like it's hot, you're walking around, you're like can't
smells.
breathe. It smells. Everyone's so joyful.
You feel like you're dying in a
and
way.
you're just like all I associate this is like being hot and going to hospice. Like that's all I associate June with now.
That's not
so I
great.
was like, not great. But yeah, no. Overall,
July's gonna be awesome.
yesterday was fun. I don't like summer in general. It's just too much.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, but yeah, that's my note. Like you have to fucking prepare for yourself. No one's gonna help you. No one's gonna no one's gonna be like, come to your house and be like, I hired a massage therapist for you. Like you just
How cool would that be?
plan your day so that you don't sit around and like be sad. Or get to a place that you can't get back from, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
How
Be your
was your
own
weekend?
executive assistant. My weekend
Yeah.
was great. Yeah. Father's Day. I don't. The only sad day for me of the year is Mother's Day. But yeah, I think I have to speak with my parents soon about some stuff, and I've been watching all these near-death experience videos as I do, and it just dawned on me. I'm like, man, words complicate life so much. I wish I could just go in a room with them and have no words and just exist and look each other in the eye and give each other a hug. And that I feel like would be so much more peaceful and effective.
You could
and
try
loving.
it. You could try to approach them and just hug them silently.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I probably will.
I feel like there could be power in that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like anyone who's taken an acting class has silently stared in someone's eyes.
Sure, for sure.
I don't know
with
that
them though. It's different
Your
because
parents have done that though.
I don't know that. I would say probably not.
Do a little zip zap zop with them.
Yeah, no, probably not. But your theory about they saw me on Fox, it was worse than that. They didn't, but friends called them.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
So I was like, so there's this like ill will of like a narrative, which I understand. Like I will take it if I think, oh, is this what happened? I'll take it and run with it in my head, and they do that times 10. So,
they think it was a targeted attack. Your
they
appearance?
think I doxed them and like gave the address in the town that they lived in. And I was like, I would never do that.
Huh?
Ever. But then they thought that the gifts that they gave back to me, they like, can't tell if this is genuine or not, but my brother was communicating it. God bless my brother. Oh gosh, thank God for him. He was like, they thought it was a courtesy. I'm like, I don't think they did to give you the decision of if you wanted to keep this stuff or not.
It's okay. Listen.
The shit I made you as a kid and a Rod Stewart autograph headshot where he looks fine. And it took me I had to go through some hoops to get that.
That's great. No, that's like when my ex-boyfriend sent back like memorabilia I had given him to my
dad's
father's store.
That was fucked up. Yeah.
My dad I don't think saw him get angry at more than like 5 times in his life. My mom was like he was pissed.
Oh, that's really
As
sweet.
he should have been.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
At least someone's got my back.
Yeah, that's great.
And like I do think that the mentality of that ex sending it back actually was like I recognize this as valuable. I'm marrying a new woman. Men can't control their mouths, so they were probably honest. He was probably honest about where it came from. She didn't want it there anymore, and so he was like, "I'll send it back." But it's like honestly, I would have rather you set it on fire. Mm-hmm. I would never. I gave it to you as a gift. I would never know what happened to it.
Right.
It's not
That's
like
my thing.
It's not like I was like was like on the internet being like I need money, you know, or something that would actually like make it seem like he was doing a genuinely kind gesture.
Right.
I haven't seen him yet, but that I will be bringing that up. That's one of like the only things that I have to bring up with him if I see him.
Oh yeah, you got to find out
Because I just gotta be like, that was trash behavior.
Yeah, he probably knows that. Thinking back retrospect.
Yeah,
I just don't know how do you communicate with people that are on completely different planes of reality than you, and that are kind of they have worked so hard to convince themselves that you're the problem. And I know that that's not true, and
right.
I can go, okay, but I'm not going to say that. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I think there is no way to
do.
do that. I think your only choice for someone like that, if you want to keep communicating with them, is kind of just like take the hit and be like, and not like say like I'm a bad person, but like kind of just stop
humor them,
stop trying to fight it.
Yeah.
I feel
because
like
I know that's going to fall on deaf ears anyway.
There's a little bit of with parents, I mean, in general, this is not everyone's approach. Some people like to, but I kind of just like, just a nod and smile approach to,
I would try that.
To being a child a little bit.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
Even if I have to they have to get stuff out that I know is not true. I'm at a point now where I'm like, you can get it. I don't have to tell you it's not true. You can say it. I don't know. It's good to be in a healthy place with it, because now I'm like, I can really take my emotions out, which is nice. So.
Yeah, you kind of like, you said your piece. I feel like they're not idiots. They know deep down. And, I think a lot of it is like this fear that they did perhaps did a bad job parenting. Like, even though I know you actually like don't feel that way necessarily.
They did their best, and their best was,
yeah. Like I think that's like, think about that.
Well, the kicker is they need to sign a piece of paper so I can get my money.
Yes, you got to be nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I
you just got to fucking butter them up.
Totally.
Show up in a MAGA hat, Krystyna.
Do you have one?
No.
Okay, I gotta buy one.
MAGA 2024.
I can get one in Times Square. What am I saying?
Yeah. Or get on it on Amazon and then return it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Just be like, oh, sorry, wrong. Like, like return it. Be like, wrong MAGA.
Yeah.
I thought it was something else.
I thought I was like, MAGA's manifesting. All right, guys. We're very excited for our guest today. He is a New York City-based comedian. He's an actor. He's a writer. He's a co-host of Boys Cast with comedian Ryan Long. His call-in show, The Bathhouse, goes live every single Tuesday on YouTube. And most importantly of all...
Most importantly, this is how he's going to be remembered, his legacy.
He's a soon-to-be husband.
Wow.
His most vital role he has ever taken on in his life so far.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show,
Danny Polishchuk.